Alright, welcome back to another video. Now, as per the promise of the last episode, I forgot to show you guys my loadout. Um, it's not that great. I've been told to change it given my class, but I think it works great. So, first things first, we have the Navigator's Helm, which is a really good helmet as that's what allows us to get to the other locked doors. Then we have the common High Noon Duds, High Noon Souls, and the High Noon Arm Guards, which is what you get for picking this class. I like the look of it, that's why I have it on. I then have a thing called the Rusted Navigator's Pendant. Now, this grants 20 health and 20 stamina, but the main thing I use it for is the armor reduction, the armor encumbrance reduction, which is this. So when I am done with this map, I'll probably swap out my helmet back to the High Noon helmet, again, just for the look mainly. Although I do like how this looks, it'll then put me at lightweight and it won't cost me anything extra to roll. For the rings, we have the feedback loop, which is a ring that when I complete a perfect dodge, which is to dodge just before being attacked, I will do a 3-meter AoE blast, which does shock damage and applies overloaded, which will deal the exact same amount of shock damage after 5 seconds. Then we have the rerouting cable, which means after spending 20 stamina, I get 5% of my max health as a shield, up to 50% max health. Then we have the vacuum seal, which increases my pickup range for scrap by 150%, along with making it so that when I pick up scrap, iron, or ammo, I get shield for 15% of my max health. It does not stack though, so I can only get that once per 15 seconds. Then we have the generating band, which regenerates our max health per second, so 3% max health per second, while the shield is active, which is why I have both the rerouting cable along with the vacuum seal rings. Then as for weapons, we just have the Wrangler gun, which I believe is the first weapon you get. We have Helix, which allows us to shoot some homing rockets, and Refunder, which means if we miss, or basically any shot we shoot has a 20% chance to return to our reserves. Then we have the Spectral Blade, which you get for killing a boss. The ability Whirlwind, when you perform a neutral backdash, which is where you aren't moving and you just press space, and then do a heavy attack, it'll create a whirlwind in front of you that'll deal 127 damage. Then there's Vengeful Strike, so it deals more damage when I'm below 50% health. Then we have the Cube Gun, which is quite cool. It has infinite ammo. The Cube Shield is also a really good addition, but first, the only issue with it is as good as the infinite ammo is, you only get 5 shots, and you have to wait until the bullets return to you. And if you shoot at an enemy too quickly, it can overheat. So that is another thing you'll have to be careful of. The dungeon that we're in for today's episode is the Putrid Domain. Now, this is another dungeon that I don't believe I have explored. Looks like there is going to be the mummy type enemies in this dungeon. Again, I'm going to go to roughly the end of the dungeon where the interesting aspect of the dungeons normally happen, and that way I don't explore the dungeon on, camera, ruining the aspect of exploration for everyone else. So we will we'll be right back at the end of the dungeon. Alright, so we have made it to the end of the boss room. Now I've encountered a apparently rare what they call it, a phenomenon I guess, where there was a offset down this way where you go through some crashed trains and you see a ball. That ball chased me all the way here and attempted to kill me, so I rested. And it's gone. So I do regret not having that on camera, because apparently it's rare. I looked it up to see what that was about. It followed me throughout the majority of the dungeon. But here is the boss fight. So going to say this now. High chance I don't clear it first try, but we will do our best. Lovely. Okay. Looks like it can do some hectic roll attacks. What? That isn't so much as rolling as it is, whoa. Number one, chugging my FPS, and number two, bombing the area. Okay, so again, this area does have quite a lot going on in regards to FPS. Should do a double dodge there. Now, this isn't that different from a actual enemy you can find just roaming around, which is why I already know to target all these little bombs on it to expose its weak spot. Its apparent bonus, doesn't that come to the middle now? Okay, so it shoots at you. Ow. And then it rolls at you. Those bombs might explode. And that is why I love the class I'm playing. Now, what I'm about to use here is my mod, which shoots out a bunch of rockets, which is a really cool ability. And the fact that you can charge 2 stacks of it is even better. Okay, so in the end, this boss fight isn't all too advanced. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't speak unless I know what I'm saying. Whoa. Whoa there. Okay, whatever that was seriously hurt to the point where I'm actually going to use a heart. Yeah. Okay, I didn't expect it to continue to attack, especially in such a flurry. Okay, what is happening? Did it just go in a vent? And now it's over there. Looks like it's making a last attempt, but I mean, not a bad, honestly, not a bad boss fight. I like the mutated growth is the material we get. A really cool boss fight. It wasn't that difficult, granted, but nonetheless really cool. They took a special enemy you can find and made it way more challenging, which is amazing. Now, I'm not sure if there's any other loot you can find at the end here, but I will show you guys the loot that I got at the end. It is all majorly, from my understanding, randomized loot, as you can get different loot from different areas, which is something I found out through the research I did earlier on the orb. So, what we got up here, let me show off what I've gotten from this area. First thing, we got an amulet. Let's see, here it is. It's called the Inert Overcharger. Standing still increases the fire rate, reload speed by 15%, and reduces recoil. Lasts as 1.5 seconds after moving. Then, if I'm correct, we also got 2 new rings. We got this, which also woke up the orb that seeked me out. And I believe, where is it? There was one other ring, but I am afraid I don't remember what it was. It might, no, it wasn't that, it wasn't that. I'm afraid I'm not 100% certain on what it was, what that second ring was, but it's fine. I'll find it, and maybe we'll let you, well, if I can find it, I'll let you guys know in the next episode. So that does seem like it for this dungeon. The thing I'll show you guys now, which is how you complete this area. This looks like a pressure plate, No, I'm just crazy. Okay, so just one moment here. What I want to show you guys before we end off the episode of the Putrid Domain dungeon is this. This is, although spooky at first, when you first come to this planet, you'll meet one of these, and you will get the same item every time from this place. It's called a Seeker's Key. You need, I believe, 3 of them, so you have to find all the dungeons that hold them. There are more dungeons than there are the keys. and once you get all the keys, you can unlock the ending of this like world basically. So that is it for this dungeon. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments, and I will either answer them in the next episode or the episode after that. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.